So Cat Racing and Conspiracy out on the circuit for their practice sessions this morning. Well, this afternoon with Stephen Rumble behind the wheel of Cat. It's the white boat heading into turn number 2 for the first time. And Conspiracy out there with Glenn Roberts behind the wheel. As Stephen Rumble starts to open up Cat over the start-finish line. These two are both in the 105 mile an hour category, which will commence tomorrow. Glenn Roberts having his first run in Conspiracy up at Yarrawonga about 3 weeks ago. And a very interesting man who's got his eyes set on the world record, for driving a speedboat at speed blindfolded. So they will black out his visor and he will have a observer in the boat with him. But his idea is to go as fast as he can humanly go, blindfolded in this particular boat called Conspiracy, just coming down past our boat ramp at the moment. So we wish him the best of luck. I believe it's going to happen in June or July. And I'm sure it will be all over social media, and hopefully the mainstream TV stations will pick up on that as well. It'll be a fantastic achievement if he can pull it off, and that's Glenn Roberts in Conspiracy. That's Stephen Rumble, also up there in Yarrawonga a couple of weeks ago, had a very consistent weekend. Conspiracy looking very, very good. A converted jet boat, now running a Chev in the back of it. Turns very nicely out of turn number 1. Takes one little launch out of the water on the exit of turn number 1, but a very, very flat looking boat as it heads up the back straight. And opposite to that is Stephen Rumble in Cat. You're jumping the boat right out of the water on the exit of turn number 2. So he comes across the start-finish line now, just starting to get a little bit of movement from left to right as he came across the start line. But a good corner down there this time for Stephen Rumble. Takes a bit of a hit on the starboard side on the exit of turn number 1. But boat sounding super strong. And the same with Conspiracy, the boat sounding very good last time through, but Glenn's starting to back it down now. But Cat Racing and Stephen Rumble, he'll be one to keep your eye on tomorrow as part of our 105 mile an hour category. It's going to be a very hotly contested event for our 105 mile an hour drivers. In just 4 laps. Methanol is a very safe fuel to use, as I said earlier today. It only needs water to be extinguished. But methanol has one very, very bad drawback, and that is that it burns invisibly. So methanol fire is combated by use of just water. This dilutes the methanol, lowers the ignition point so that the fire will burn out very quickly. Methanol is and as methanol is made from renewable resources, we're guaranteed a limited supply into the future. As we pick up on Heath Hamilton, sounding really strong down into turn number 1. Still on the gas, 25 metres away from the turn-in, boy. Pretty good exit out of turn number 1 and applying all of that power to the wall. Really strong down in towards the bridge turn this time. He's been able to hold a little throttle on. Let's see whether he can keep it in the water. No, he can't. Big jump. Another big jump out of the water there. Really hard on that cab plate, bringing the front of the boat down into the water where it can get some purchase and help turn the boat into the corner. But this is a better exit out of turn number 1 this time. Starts to get up on the cab plate there as he hits his own wash. Chine walking. The chine walking is where the boat moves from left to right while it's in a straight line. Let's see if he gets a better exit this time. Yes, he does. Keeps the bow of the boat right in the water. He's decided that's probably going to be enough. There's some more valuable data earned there by Maddog Heath Hamilton. Just backed it off as he went through his own wash from the previous lap. So hard on the gas again. It dives to the starboard side. He heads down towards the bridge corner. Nice and wide exit, entry and exit this time, and he's decided to pull the pin on this one. As I said, some more valuable data there for the Smith family racing team with Maddog with Heath Hamilton behind the wheel this weekend. The Commodore of the Glen Maggie and Districts Powerboat Club. Trying to maintain his 3rd position in the National Drivers' Championship by driving Maddog this weekend. So wish Heath all the best of luck and the rest of the Smith family. Lots of engineers down there and guys working on the motor, doing odd jobs. You've got Chris Dravitt down there as well as Anthony Bertoli, Les Smith, of course, and his father Gary, all the way over from the west. And Heath's crew of Peter and, of course, Mick Torrento. The Butler vehicles outboard of Reece Coles out there at the moment. Getting the boat right out of the water on the exit. But this is an unlimited 2.5 litre Mercury motor. You can go to town on it, change the ECUs. You can just do whatever you want. They run on methanol. They are a very quick boat. And we're up around about 130, 135 mile an hour. And if they come up against a forced induction boat, they will definitely have the advantages in the corners. These things, as you can see, they corner like they're on rails. As Reece takes a really wide exit this time. Floats it up onto the rear of the sponson there with only 6 inches, maybe not even that, of the boat into the water. These guys can pull 5 to 6 Gs. That's 5 to 6 times his own body weight during cornering in one of these tunnel boats. He takes a bit of a hit there on the front left sponson. Just running through his own weight from the previous lap. You can see it right up there. You can see right underneath the boat as he exits turn number 2. Just floats it across the start-finish line and down into turn number 1. They just about hold full throttle all the way into the entry of the corner. And with the use of some trims, they can adjust the angle of the motor, and that will either bring the motor out of the water and drop the front of the boat, or vice versa. So heading down into turn number 2, you'll see a large splash coming from the front left-hand corner. That's when he's dropped the boat down. And then on the exit of the corner, they lift it up again by using a couple of clicks on a control located behind the steering wheel. And it lifts the front of the boat up, allows that air to get underneath it and picks the front of the boat up. As you said, the more air that we get under the boats, the less it makes contact with the water. And that, of course, is friction, fluid friction. So if you can reduce the fluid friction, you're going to go faster. I think Reese will be